Josh, how's spring practice going for you guys as an offensive line?
Yeah, it's going well. We're just trying to get better from last year, and it's been a process. Obviously, we had our first scrimmage on Friday, but just keep building on that.
What's it do when you have all five of you guys
Yeah.
back from it? We talked continuity for 2 years with you.
Yeah.
So what's it do when you have that?
It's pretty good. It's pretty awesome that we have guys coming from last year into this year. We can just keep building what we need to work on from last year, and what we got better at, and we can keep getting better at those things. But obviously, just knowing each other, knowing the guy. Me and Geske have played next to each other for 3 years now. Obviously, me and Brandon have played, and JC and Melvin. Like, I've played with those guys for a while now, so it's pretty special.
I don't know if we've talked to you since JC was able to come back. What was
Yeah.
your reaction like to have your left tackle
It was
back?
pretty cool. I mean, JC's a really good player. Like, he pass protection run, like, he's really good. So when I heard that he was coming back, JC's kind of like, he wants to make you think that one way or another. But when I heard he was coming back, I was really excited.
Was it like a text? Was it a call? How'd you get the word?
I got a text from JC that I think he texted us.
Yeah.
He put out that graphic, so that made it easier.
Yeah.
The points that you're trying to improve on, does it feel like tweaking, fine points? Are you trying to do some wholesale changes as a group?
There's always things like the fundamentals are always something you need to work on. So like those things for me right now are like very important. Like those things I can always get better at. So I think as a group, like we're each trying to work on little different things, each and every guy, and we're also working at it together.
Is that kind of drill based and muscle memory type stuff too? Because without fundamentals, everything else is
So we have
pointless.
we have drills like individual and stuff, like we work on those, and then we go to team. We have stuff to work on too as a group, like working together on like a double team or something like that, and then we each individually have stuff to work on as well.
Coach Bielma hasn't really shied away from the expectations that will come for you guys in the fall. How does that impact your spring practice?
I don't think I'm not worried about that personally. If I worry about that, I can't get better at playing center right now. So that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about getting better at center and getting our line better.
What do you think changed? Just in the media, maybe the first couple months there'd be like maybe an inconsistent game here and there, but November you guys were lauded. The
Right.
running game really improved. What do you think just clicked like in that month in the Citrus Bowl?
I think just like consistently, we talk about continuity. They just asked me a question about that. I think that is what really helped, like along the way, working together as an offensive line and just getting better at running the ball.
In today's world, sometimes we always hear about the transfer portal, people go all over the place. What is it like? What does it mean as a unit to get everybody back heading into this 2025?
I don't think it's very common, so I think that's pretty cool. Obviously, this is the first time I think we brought all 5 starters back since I've been here, so it's something that hasn't happened in a while, and it's pretty cool.
Do the running backs ever talk to you and like, hey, we're excited about this and how it can improve the offense?
Yeah, I think just as a team, we're really excited to go into this year, but just keep getting better.
I know last year we talked to you a lot about like domination was your next step. How do you feel like you grew last year as a second-year center?
I feel like I took a step from year 1 to year 2, just getting better and better, and I need to take that same step in year 3. I just need to keep making jumps and keep getting better in my game.
How do you do that?
I think practice. I think practice and film study. It's a cliche answer. It's like answer that's not exciting, but it's the truth. I think those are 2 things that make you better.
You
Just
are
about
go ahead, Scott.
the continuity of your unit obviously is important, but what about the guy you're snapping the ball to,
Right.
your offensive line coach, your offensive coordinator, let alone your head coach?
Yeah, I think that's really important. Like just to have continuity. This would be 3 years going that Luke is the quarterback. I would say that we've all played for Coach Lunny, Coach Miller, and Coach B. Like that's very important. It makes it easier. I mean, you know what you're going to get, and we can all grow together.
You are the older guy now, so I
Yeah.
want to ask you about some of the younger guys. I know like
Okay.
Michael's getting a lot of reps. Like, what have you seen from him, from Brandon Hanson, and those guys who are probably going to need to step into bigger roles this year?
Yeah, Michael's getting a lot. Obviously, he plays center, so I
Yeah.
watch him a lot, and he's just improving with every practice. He's really good. He came here and like it's hard. I didn't come in early like in this winter, so I didn't know. I don't know how that is. I'm assuming it's hard, but he's handled it really well. He's practicing really well right now. Obviously, Brandon Hanson has a ton of talent, so you've seen him out there, and I've played next to him a little bit, and he's really good as well.
I mean, Zafir is huge.
Yeah.
How have you seen him grow from last year to now?
Yeah, you just keep seeing Zafir take steps. His pass, it looks really nice. His run block is getting really well, and you could tell like he's studying. He's learning the plays more and more. I went up there with him one time, and he was asking me about plays, and he knew everything. So like you can tell he's taking it very seriously.
What's the secret to film study for you? I mean, are you a big note taker, or how do you make sure that time is valuable?
I take notes, and I have set a lot. Like during the week, I have set allotments of like what I'm going to do for that day. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I already know what I'm going to watch on the upcoming week of film. It's the same thing every week, routine.
Is that mostly what film are you mostly watching? Is it practice? Is it games from last year?
Right now, I'm just watching games from last year in practice. During the season, obviously the other team and us during practice as well.
We've talked before. You study a lot
Yeah.
of Senate. Who's your newest study, I guess, people?
I say I still watch it. I like Aaron Brewer. He plays for the Dolphins. I've been watching him a lot. Obviously, I watch Kelsey and Pounce. I watch Marquise Pouncey.
What do you gravitate to? Like, what makes a guy like someone that you want to watch?
I look for guys who are similar in like size and
Oh,
stature to I am. Like that helps. It's sometimes hard to watch. There's centers who like Frank Ragnow is like the best center in the league, but it's hard for me to really because he's bigger than I am. So those guys who are the same stature as me and have the same arm, like their weight or whatever, that's the guys I watch.
Is that a process that you've fallen in love with? I mean, maybe that for some guys that can be viewed as a chore. I got to do
Yeah.
this, but it seems like you kind of enjoy it.
Yeah, I do. I do enjoy it. There's nothing else for me to do in a day sometimes, right? Like once class and practice is over, I'd have 10 hours to myself. So what else? I'm not going to play NCAA for 10 hours. So I go watch film.
Luke started here. He was a sophomore, and now he's a senior. How have you just seen him? Like, what has he done to grow as a leader? You think?
I think he's just more comfortable being here, and Luke is always himself, and I think that we all gravitate towards him just by the way he plays. And when you play well, it's hard not to have someone lead you, honestly.
You know, you always see the movies like the quarterback buys the entire offensive line like dinner and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys do as a group to bond with
Yeah.
Luke?
We go out to dinner. Like we do online dinner on Thursdays around town. If you guys ever see us, we'll be around. And Luke always comes with us, and so that or just other stuff from around campus.
What kind of restaurants do you guys go to, by the way?
We're big. Oishi. We'll always start the year there, and then if we lose, we change restaurants. So last year, I think we spent a lot of time at Olive Garden for a while.
Really?
We went on a little big run. Their mozzarella sticks are really good, actually. And then Oishi, Olive Garden. Sometimes we go to Billy Brew's. And then Aspen Tap, we've been a few times, but it's kind of hard to sit that many people at a place around here. So, I mean, if Roadhouse wants to get us a big table or Longhorn or something like that, we'll appreciate that.
Separate checks?
No, one guy covers it usually.
Awesome.